I'm Pam Roberts, Executive Director of Together We Grow Community Gardens. Welcome to another episode of Power of Plants. Let's check in with Miss Sarah and her friends to see what's growing on.
Hi guys, it's Miss Sarah. What's growing on? We are over at Kaye Alban's house, our friend Kaye, and she raises Monarch Butterflies. And so we're gonna visit with her today, and she's gonna tell us a little bit about the Monarch Butterfly. Come on. Hi Kaye.
Good morning.
How are you?
Glad to have you.
So Kaye Alban, are you gonna show us the butterflies today?
Absolutely, in my house. I bring them inside so I can raise them. This is an I-do place. This is a year-round porch, so it's great to raise my monarch butterflies. I bring them inside as caterpillars or eggs, and I've been doing this for 4 years. I'm a master gardener for 22 years. Always been butterfly gardening, but I decided I wanted to help them because their survival rate outside is only about 5 to 10%. There's a lot of predators, and just they die in general. You know, just protects them. And I have these are from Walmart. Give them a plug. These are $7. These are laundry containers. They have zippers, so that's easy to go in and clean because I clean twice a day. And so I have a nursery. These are eggs that are going to be hatching out.
Wow, let's get a look at those.
Yeah, tiny.
So the little tiny
Little white
dot is the egg.
And these are the babies.
And then we have babies.
They're only a day or
Look right
three
here, the
days
little
old.
baby.
Yeah, tiny if you can see them.
3 days old?
Yes, probably 3 or 4 at the most. But they lose their skin 5 times as they grow.
Okay.
And once they lose their last skin, they will go to the top of the container. They will go into J, and then they will become a chrysalis. And the whole process, as the chart shows you.
So,
What does it mean to go into J?
J, they make a silk pad because they're constantly, it's like a web, like spider webs. And they come up and they'll make a little pad, and they'll attach their bottom to it, and they'll just hang out for a couple days, and then they go into a J, and it's actually a J shape. They will hang there for maybe 2 to 3 days, and then they will lose their skin, and they will drop the skin, and it's a little black. In fact, in this container here, I left it so you could see. That's what they lose when they go into J and become a chrysalis. They drop that to the floor or ground outside.
black spot. Okay.
And then in 3 days, the chrysalis is hard. It's hard enough to move because sometimes you have to move them because maybe they were a little early and you want to get out. You don't want the caterpillars and the chrysalis in the same area now because these are okay because these chrysalis will be another 10 days or so. So I will just keep moving big ones over. So
Okay.
I keep them in. I keep tinies together, teeny tinies together, and then the second and third instar, about 4th instar, I move them over here.
Okay, so it's kind of like a nursery.
Yes,
So
exactly.
You keep them kind of in their age
Because
group.
you don't want the big ones with the tinies because they might eat them.
Very cool.
It
Yes.
does happen.
Yes. So what kind of plants do you have in
Milkweed.
So milkweed
It's the
is
only host plant they lay their eggs on. It's the only host plant that they eat.
Okay, so milkweed is the only host plant for monarch
Yes.
caterpillars.
And I grow my milkweed from seed every spring. I have 4 different kinds in my yard.
Okay.
And so this is common here.
He's very, very busy. Can
Oh,
we
yeah.
unzip and maybe I could
And the more they eat, the more they poop, which is called frass.
Can we open it up and maybe get
Sure.
a better look at this caterpillar? And how long?
He's very active.
Yes.
He's
Hi,
been
little
just
guy.
chewing away.
Yeah. But you can
Look
see
at
there's
them.
these
So-
are the big guys.
And do they eat a lot of the milkweed?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
The older they get, the bigger they get, the more they eat. So
Okay.
you have to constantly be replacing. That's why if you're going to raise them, you have to make sure you have lots of food for them because you don't want to run out because they would just die.
Okay. And it looks like the average the average monarch life cycle timeline is 2 to 6 weeks. Is
Exactly.
that right?
Except in the fall,
Okay.
when they're going to be flying off to Mexico.
Okay.
Now, in the middle of September, I will stop bringing them in because they don't have time to go through pupate and go through their metamorphosis.
Okay.
So I will stop, and what I have, I will continue to let them finish growing,
Okay.
and then I will release them. And even they're called migrators, and their wings are even longer than the regular monarch butterfly. They'll extend out to here, and you can see that's why we call them migrators, because their wings are, for some reason, I mean, it's just nature.
Yes.
It's amazing.
That is amazing.
And then they'll take off, and in probably the first part of September, they'll start coming from Canada and go into the States, and then start their pilgrimage to Mexico, where they'll live for 7 months, and they're called the Methuselah monarchs because they live so long. They're the only monarch of that generation that will live that long. And then in the March, they start leaving Mexico. They go into Texas. They mate. They die, and those offsprings will continue to Ohio and to Canada.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And do you have any real live butterflies today?
Yes, I do. I had one enclosed. It's called enclosed. It's not born.
Do you guys want to see a real life butterfly, monarch butterfly?
Yes.
And it's called, they enclose. They don't hatch or they don't. So we will open the thing and so you can get a better look. I'll put it over here. And I haven't found out yet whether it's a girl or a boy. Usually he or she enclosed this morning about 9 o'clock. They always enclose in the mornings, always. And you can see the chrysalis is now just a little shell left that they came out of. They come out head first, and then they go back up and they hang on to that chrysalis and they dry their wings. They're very fat. They take a good hour for them to pump the fluid from their abdomen into their wings, and it never gets old. But I usually leave them 2 to 4 hours, and usually you can kind of tell they'll start moving around a little bit and they want out.
And how can you tell if it's a boy or a girl?
Well, let me just see if I can get her, and I can show you. Come on over here.
Oh, it's beautiful.
This is a girl. See the dark veins, how dark they are?
Mm-hmm.
And a boy's will be much thinner,
Okay.
and also they'll have a dot, and I'll show you a picture of that. So you see how dark she is?
Yes,
Oh,
she's
it's
beautiful.
beautiful.
Very beautiful.
There's chrysalis too.
But I'll show you a picture on my iPhone. There is a difference, and I usually can't tell unless they've got their wings open. I mean, unless it's real prominent.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is actually a boy, except there's dots here. They have dots.
I think all the other viewers agree, you are doing a wonderful job of taking care of these beautiful little creatures. And we are just so grateful to be able to learn a little bit more about them and actually see them in person. Thank you so much.
Well, and if I have anything to say, plant milkweed.
Hi, I'm Sarah Bolin. I am an employee of Powell's Chrysalis Health, and today I'm going to be reading to you Where Butterflies Grow. This is a garden place, green and warm and bright. Lift up a leaf and you may find someone ready to be born. Lift up a leaf and imagine. Imagine you are someone small, hidden in a tiny egg, growing bigger, growing darker, till one hot morning you burst your shell and creep into brightness. Imagine you are a creeper, thin and dark, living on a long lacy leaf. When the wind tickles the leaf, you and your world shake. But you have feet, 2 rows of creeper feet that hold on tight and keep you safe. Like a tiny acrobat, you creep, balancing and dangling high above the earth below. As you move, your soft, long body ripples, flowing slowly along green stems. You climb up the stems to eat the leaves. As you grow, you climb higher and higher where flowers spread like umbrellas. You nibble and eat the tiny white flowers as you eat and eat till your skin feels tight. Underneath, you have new and bigger skin to grow into. You swallow air, puffing up until your skin tightens and your skin splits. Old and wrinkled, it falls away like a cast off clothes. Look at you now in a bright new striped suit. In this sunny place, you eat and rest and grow, but others are growing too. You feel one coming close and you rear up. Orange horns pop out of your head. A strong scent puffs in the air. You look so fierce. The hungry one darts away, hoping to find a better tasting meal. You grow and grow, fat and full of flowers, until one day you stop looking for food. You creep along the ground, moving as fast as you can, hunting for some place tall and firm. You climb up a bare, brown branch and make a silken sling to rest in. Then you curl and stretch till your old skin splits loose. You wiggle, shaking your striped skin down and down till it falls away. No longer a creeper, you rest. In this green and growing place, you are hidden, hard to see and hard to find, resting through long, warm days. Hungry ones come near, but you are safe, looking like a small brown twig. Hidden inside, you are changing, growing new long legs, growing new wide wings, covered with tiny scales of color. As you change, you turn darker, revealing your black wings, black body, bright yellow spots, all tucked inside, until one morning you are ready to burst your twig-like shell. You curl out wet, crumbled, and new. You dangled high on long legs and hung on tight. Your 4 wings slowly unfold, growing longer, growing brighter, and bold and full of colors. You wait, moving your wings and drying them, feeling them grow stronger and harder, till a warm wind tickles you. Spreading your wings inside, you let go and fly higher and higher. You drift above the flowers, light and fragile like them. You touch nothing but the sky, flying far above the ground. Then you fly low from bright flower to bright flower, landing gently on soft petals. Tasting the sweetness of your feet, you sip the sweet nectar through your long curled tongue. You soar over the bare branch where you rested, far above the ground and growing place where you crept, from leaf to leaf and flower to flower. Those long summer days you have grown in changing, and your new world has grown too. Now it's time to fly to new places, time to look for others like yourself. Bright flyers in the sun. Fly, butterfly. Goodbye.